Hello fellow working millennials, it is your girl Brandisha, founder, job coach, and content creator for the Working Millennial. Today, I am doing something for the students. Today I'm going to give you tips for making the most out of your school year, which is going to help you with your school to work transition. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and just jump right into it, and hopefully this is useful to you. Alright, let's do this. Sorry, it's been a while so I'm rusty. All the tips that I'm going to give you are things that I actually implemented in my post-secondary school experience. So for me, I have a background in social services. So I went to college and then I went to university after. And let me tell you, both experiences were completely different. The first 2 years that I did, which was in college, was for my social service worker diploma. And I can be honest with you and say that I kind of just went to class, left, did homework, whatever. Like I wasn't really out there like that. I just kind of did placements as I came up. I wasn't too sure what I wanted to do, which is going to happen for a lot of people, especially if you're doing like a more short-term condensed program. It's kind of hard if you don't have a direct focus of what you want to do, especially something like social work or social services where there's so many different sectors under that umbrella. So I found myself kind of lost in the sauce in a way. Like I still did well academically, but when it came time for graduation, I was unemployed for a couple months, like 6 months or so. And when I did find work, I was working retail, and I did that for about 4 years. I did it for that long while balancing other stuff as well. So it was really helpful going back to school for university to have a part-time job and all that stuff. So anyways, these are some of the things that I did after a year outside of school. I went back to university and I went in with a different mindset. I was much more clear on the things that I wanted to do. I'll get into all of this stuff. I'm just giving you a little bit of a backstory as to why I found this to be important. The first thing that I'm going to say, which I can definitely say I've done differently in my 2 experiences of post-secondary school, is to socialize and to network. In college, I was very to myself. I was very quiet, literally coming into class, clocking out type of thing, clocking in, clocking out, doing my assignments and calling it a day, and only really socializing when it was time to do like group assignments. So I was kind of a loner, I have to say. When you're in school, take this time to socialize. I know group projects are a pain. It's all learning experiences at the end of the day, but find ways to socialize. Find people in different classes. Attend networking events that are happening on campus. There's a lot of events that happen on campus actually that people don't really pay attention to. So whether it's for certain social groups or recreational groups that might be happening on campus, or actual networking opportunities with employers, career services team often host these events. So I highly recommend attending these things, collecting business cards, actually engaging with these people, because at the end of the day, when it comes time to find a co-op or opportunity after graduation or a summer job or anything like that, these are the people that you're going to want to get connected with. So attend these networking events, attend the on-campus job fairs. If there's any job fairs happening off-campus that work within your schedule, definitely attend those as well. And just think about networking throughout those 2 to 4 years, depending on the program that you're doing, and expand that network. If there are groups that are on like Facebook or whatever it might be, where students are communicating, or alumni, whatever it might be, definitely connect with those people. If there's mentoring programs, enroll, network. So this is one of the things that I often push. You want to be able to enable this as early as possible. So you're going to realize this once you're out of school, how important networking actually is. So this is the perfect opportunity to kind of enhance those skills and kind of learn as you go, because nobody's born a perfect networker, right? This is a skill that you can definitely hone over time, and I think during your post-secondary school journey, that's the best opportunity to do that. That's number 2, being selective with your co-op / being sure to pursue an internship or co-op opportunity. First of all, if your program does not include a co-op or an internship component, find a way to pursue that. So if it means finding an internship on your own, or if your program has 2 options where you can do it with or without a co-op or internship, definitely do it with a co-op or internship, because these are the opportunities that are going to help ease that process from school to work / a fulfilling career. And if you do have a co-op for your program, this message is going to differ depending on where you're at in your academic career. If you're a little bit earlier on, just starting, you're kind of more in an exploratory phase. So within the first 2 years, you're kind of not really sure. You're kind of experimenting, because I can say that from my own personal experience. But once you kind of reached a certain point, from 2nd year, you might possibly have an idea, but 3rd, 4th, definitely be very selective on your placements and be ahead of the game. Do not wait until a certain semester or a certain deadline to start looking for your co-ops. like I said, start networking, start researching, start making a list of different employers that you wish to work for in the long run. See if they have co-op opportunities. There's always a careers tab, and there's oftentimes like a post-secondary school student option or co-op option that's available there. So you can definitely see those options and see what those application processes are looking like. Because oftentimes people might even start selecting candidates way before the school year even starts. And co-op opportunities are also good for letting you know what you really don't want to do. Number 3, work part-time, okay? Listen, first of all, I don't know about you guys, but I had to work. There's no question about it. I come from a big family, and it's kind of hard to depend on my parents or whoever it might be to financially support me. So I had to make sure that I had some income flowing in throughout my studies. But if you can balance a part-time job, just doing a couple hours a week, it's going to be great. But for one, it gives you some income. 2, it gives you some experience. It's not necessarily about whether or not it's relevant. There's also transferable skills that you can often use from your part-time work into your long-term goals. So for example, customer service. Customer service is everywhere, no matter what it is that you're doing. I work in employment services. You might not necessarily think that's customer service, but at the end of the day, I'm serving a client, and I have to make sure that they're happy with the service that I'm providing them. So customer service, communication, presentation skills, all of these things. If there's leadership, right? If you're doing like a key holder or supervisor team lead role. So these are all things that you want to find ways of channeling that towards whatever your next goal is. Another great option in terms of working part-time is pursuing work study, because these will work around your school schedule. It's going to result in some really cool references, and it's just a really cool experience to be able to do a couple of hours and then head to your next class without hopping on a bus or anything like that. So it's really convenient in that sense. And the amount of hours that you work are very controlled, so it's not you don't necessarily have to worry about it really conflicting with your workload. Number 4 is kind of in line with the part-time work and co-op and internships, but it's volunteering. Volunteering is another great option just to get a couple hours in a week. It's going to look really good on any applications that you might put through for like a master's program. It can open up a lot of doors, including job opportunities. You get references. This is all experience at the end of the day that you can put on your resume. So you're building your portfolio, let's say. You're building your portfolio. Your resume is your marketing tool, and volunteering is one of those things that oftentimes people kind of sleep on, but believe me, it can help. So volunteer. There's a lot of positives that come with volunteering outside of the fact that yes, you are giving back, which is amazing in itself, but there's a lot to gain from these experiences as well. Number 5, participate in class. Put your hand up, answer questions, ask questions, communicate with people. And if you're actually asking questions or responding, you're engaging, so you're learning a little bit better. And I understand some people might be a little bit more introverted, but based on my personal experience between my 2 years college versus my 3 years of university, my 2 years of college, I was very to myself. I did well academically, but like I said, I was like a ghost almost. But my 3 years of university, I participated more, my grades were a lot better. And one of the things that really come out of this is people know you, right? People know your name, including your professors. And your professors are the people that you're often going to go to when it comes time for a reference or some guidance in terms of like what type of opportunities to pursue or whatever it might be. Because remember, at the end of the day, they're seeing hundreds of students at a time, but there's a select handful of individuals that they actually know by name. And you want to be one of those people that are memorable. So when it comes time to getting some advice, getting a referral or whatever it might be, they know who you are, right? Number 6, access on-campus services. So a lot of times there's career services available on campus. So definitely reach out to them, follow them on social media. They can let you know about different opportunities that might be arising in partnership with the college or university, whether there's events happening on campus, such as the networking events or job fairs. They can help you with finding positions that might be exclusive for students of the school. They can help you with your resume, cover letter, interview skills, etc. So these are all things that are available on campus. So definitely make use of them. I mean, at the end of the day, these are services that you're paying for regardless, so utilize them. So if you're a student and you wish to receive resume services or anything like that from me, I will always recommend you to go to your career services first. Last but not least is gather your references, okay? Gather your references as you go, because these are the people that you're going to need when it comes time to securing that next opportunity who can speak highly on your behalf. So this all connects back to everything else that I was saying, engaging with professors, so that way you have academic referrals, work study programs that you do, working part-time, volunteering, all these things. your references, the people who can speak on your work ethic, these are the individuals who are going to help pave that path. Because this all comes back down to networking, guys. If you really think about it, this all comes back to networking, because when it comes to certain opportunities, they're going to be the ones to be able to basically endorse you and, you know, really speak highly of you in terms of what your strengths are, your skills, your accomplishments. And they're also going to be the ones who are going to be able to refer you for specific opportunities that you might not have even thought of. They'll come to you and let you know about a certain job opportunity and ask you to apply, right? So like I said, I have benefited from this personally. So take these opportunities very seriously and just make the most out of them and really nourish and invest time into these relationships ultimately. Like, once you're done with a certain co-op placements or a certain job opportunity or whatever it might be, stay in contact with those people. Make sure their contact information is up to date, so when it does come time for you to do your job search, you can just follow up with them. So just give them a reminder or a heads up if you are going to be using them for a reference later on. But yeah, I'm rambling. To be honest, this is my first time in over a year making a video, so bear with me. I think I did pretty well. So if you enjoyed this and you'd like to see more informative videos, please let me know. Click like, comment, subscribe, share, whatever. If you have a question or anything like that, please just let me know. Send me a message or whatever, and I'll be sure to get back to you with that. Alright? Anyways, this Working Millennial is checking out. All the best.